Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the latest developments in the dramatic world of Bold and the Beautiful, where emotions are running high and lives hang in the balance. Behind the scenes with Cobra Kai connection. Did you know that Sean Cannon, who portrays Deacon Sharp, is actually a skilled martial artist in real life? His impressive background extends beyond the soap opera world, as he magnificently reprised his role from Karate Kid 3 in the Netflix series Cobra Kai. His authentic martial arts expertise brings a special dimension to his character's protective nature on BNB, especially when it comes to defending his daughter's honor. The fascinating connection between Cannon's real-life skills and his character's protective instincts creates a compelling layer to the storyline that many viewers might not be aware of. His training allows him to perform many of his own stunts, bringing authenticity to those intense confrontation scenes that keep us on the edge of our seats. Hope's housing dilemma and family dynamics. The tension between Hope and her mother Brooke continues to escalate as Hope contemplates a significant change in her living situation. Deacon has generously offered his daughter one of the small apartments above Il Giardino, despite Hope's reservations about proximity to Sheila Carter. This potential move from her modest cabin on Brooke's estate represents more than just a change of address. It symbolizes Hope's growing independence and the shifting family dynamics. What makes this situation particularly intriguing is how Hope's potential relocation reflects the deeper fractures in her relationship with Brooke. Sources close to production have hinted that upcoming episodes will explore the psychological impact of this mother-daughter estrangement, with Hope increasingly feeling that her mother prioritizes rekindling romance with Ridge over supporting her daughter's career crisis. The actors who portray Deacon and Hope have confirmed they've filmed numerous scenes together, suggesting an evolving father-daughter relationship that may become a central storyline. This relationship renaissance could provide Hope with the emotional support she's lacking from her mother, creating a fascinating exploration of family loyalty and healing old wounds. Carter and Daphne, romance blooming from chaos. The unexpected confrontation between Deacon and Carter at Forrester Creations serves as a catalyst for what appears to be a budding romance between Carter and the intriguing Daphne Rose. When Daphne rushes in to break up the physical altercation, the moment creates an opportunity for her to comfort Carter afterward, potentially igniting sparks between these two characters. Production insiders suggest this developing relationship might offer Carter a fresh start after the messy situation with Hope. The chemistry between these characters has been carefully crafted to provide viewers with a slow-burning romance that emerges from the chaos of corporate and family drama. The writers have reportedly planned several intimate scenes between Carter and Daphne that will gradually reveal her mysterious backstory, adding depth to a character who initially appeared in a supporting role. This relationship could potentially become one of the show's most compelling romantic storylines in upcoming episodes. Brooke's desperate measures and Taylor's confrontation. The complex dynamic between Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes takes center stage as Taylor confronts Brooke about her questionable behavior. This confrontation doesn't occur in isolation but rather represents years of rivalry and competition between these strong-willed women. Behind the scenes, the actresses who portray these iconic characters have reportedly worked closely with writers to ensure their confrontation scenes capture the decades-long history between them. The dialogue has been crafted to reference past conflicts while introducing fresh tensions, creating a rich tapestry of emotion that longtime viewers will particularly appreciate. Taylor's calling out of Brooke's skanky antics isn't just a casual insult but opens the door to exploring how both women have evolved, or perhaps haven't, over their years of rivalry. This storyline examines themes of forgiveness, growth, and whether some conflicts are simply too deeply rooted to ever fully resolve. Deacon's protective fury unleashed. The dramatic confrontation between Deacon Sharp and Carter Walton at Forrester Creations demonstrates the lengths to which Deacon will go to protect his daughter. After promising Hope he would take care of everything, Deacon confronts Carter about breaking Hope's heart, leading to a physical altercation where Deacon employs his martial arts skills. What makes this confrontation particularly significant is how it represents Deacon's evolution as a father. For years, he struggled to be present in Hope's life, but now he's stepping into the protective father role with fierce determination. This transformation speaks to themes of redemption and second chances that have always been central to the soap opera genre. The choreography of this fight scene was reportedly designed to showcase both characters' emotional states, Deacon's righteous fury and Carter's defensive frustration. When Daphne intervenes to break up the fight, it creates a moment that will have ripple effects across multiple storylines. Liam's medical emergency and miraculous recovery. The most life-threatening drama centers around Liam Spencer, who was discovered unconscious and bleeding from his head on Bill Spencer's doorstep. This medical emergency, diagnosed by Dr. Grace Buckingham as an intracranial hemorrhage, created a heart-stopping cliffhanger when Liam flatlined, leaving viewers wondering about his fate. Despite the dire circumstances, behind-the-scenes information reveals that Liam survives this ordeal. A leaked photo from an upcoming episode shows Liam dining with his father Bill at Il Giardino, sporting what appears to be a head covering that might be concealing surgical bandages. This scene was reportedly filmed the same day as the March 26 episode featuring the heated exchange between Brooke and Hope. The showrunner Brad Bell has promised that this storyline for Liam is unprecedented in the show's history, suggesting that while Liam survives, the experience may fundamentally change him. Adding to the security of this storyline, both Scott Clifton, Liam, and Don Diamont, Bill, have recently renewed their contracts with Bold and the Beautiful, ensuring these beloved characters remain part of the canvas. Hope's professional crisis and uncertain future. Hope's professional life remains in turmoil as Ridge seems unlikely to reinstate her at Forrester Creations. This career crisis serves as a catalyst for numerous storylines, including the growing rift between Hope and Brooke, Hope's potential relocation to Deacon's building, and the question of how Hope will react to her father's physical confrontation with Carter. Industry insiders suggest that Hope's professional journey might take an unexpected turn, possibly leading her to establish her own fashion line or partner with an unexpected ally. This career upheaval could ultimately prove transformative, allowing the character to evolve beyond the constraints of family expectations. Next, we will learn about the fascinating dynamics behind one of our favorite characters on The Bold and the Beautiful. Let's dive into why certain production decisions might be influencing the storyline more than you'd expect. Fan reactions and character development. The passionate viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful have been quite vocal about their observations regarding Dr. John Finn Finnegan's character development, or perhaps the lack thereof. Social media platforms have been buzzing with commentary about the show's apparent emphasis on Finn's physical attributes rather than his personality depth. I don't mind it, soaps are all about having eye candy. Tanner fits the bill, he's drop-dead gorgeous, has smoldering looks, and is built like a Greek god. I can appreciate it enough for those who don't, LOL, shared one enthusiastic fan who clearly enjoys the visual appeal that actor Tanner Novlan brings to the screen. However, not all viewers share this sentiment. Some have expressed frustration with what they perceive as a one-dimensional portrayal. Nope. They have made the character so unattractive. I like my men with muscles to include brain cells, commented a disappointed viewer who yearns for more substance in Finn's characterization. The shirtless phenomenon. The frequency of Finn's shirtless scenes has become something of a running joke among the show's dedicated audience. Many have noticed a pattern where the character seems to find numerous opportunities to display his physique while at home with Steffi, regardless of whether the situation calls for it. It's like they are showing off. Walking around the house with no shirt on is kinda weird unless you come in from the beach or pool, which they never do these days. What happened to the pool scenes like we used to see at the Foresters, etc.? Questioned one observant fan, highlighting how the current approach differs from the show's traditional methods of incorporating such scenes naturally into the storyline. The absence of contextual settings like pool or beach scenes, which were once common on the show, makes these frequent displays of Finn's torso seem particularly contrived to some viewers. This has led to speculation about the production team's intentions and priorities when it comes to this character's role in the ongoing narrative. Survival against all odds. What's particularly intriguing about Finn's character arc is his remarkable resilience in the face of life-threatening situations. Having already survived being shot by his biological mother, Sheila Carter, an event that would have written off many characters, Finn continues to face potential danger, including rumors of a possible attack from his troubled biological daughter Luna. This pattern of placing Finn in perilous circumstances only to have him survive has led many viewers to develop theories about the character's apparent invincibility. The most prevalent speculation suggests that the production team is deliberately keeping Finn alive primarily because of the actor's aesthetic appeal to the audience. The balance of substance and style. While visual appeal has always been an element of daytime television's formula for success, the criticism surrounding Finn's character points to a deeper desire among viewers for balanced character development. Many fans express that they would like to see Finn demonstrate more emotional strength and assertiveness, particularly in his relationship with his wife Steffi. The call for Finn to grow a backbone reflects a hunger for character growth that matches the physical presence the actor brings to the role. This sentiment underscores the audience's investment in seeing fully realized, three-dimensional characters whose actions and decisions drive the plot forward in meaningful ways. Production decisions and viewer expectations. The show's producers have yet to address the criticism regarding Finn's characterization publicly. This silence leaves viewers to continue speculating about the creative decisions behind the scenes and how they might shape future storylines. The tension between meeting viewer expectations for both visual appeal and substantive storytelling presents an ongoing challenge for the production team. Finding the right balance could be key to maintaining audience engagement while also delivering the complex character dynamics that have made The Bold and the Beautiful a long-running success. The future of Finn's character. As the show continues to evolve, the question remains, what lies ahead for Dr. Finnegan? Will the character receive the depth and development that many fans are calling for, or will his role continue to emphasize physical appearance over personality? The answer may depend on how seriously the production team takes the feedback from their audience. In the world of daytime television, where viewer loyalty is paramount, the relationship between audience expectations and creative decisions is particularly significant. For now, fans will indeed need to tune in each and every day to discover how Finn's story unfolds and whether the character will eventually be given opportunities to demonstrate the emotional complexity and strength that many viewers are hoping to see. The evolution of daytime drama. The discussion surrounding Finn's character touches on broader trends in the evolution of soap operas as a genre. Historically, these shows have balanced romantic fantasy with relatable human drama, creating characters who, while often idealized in appearance, still face recognizable emotional challenges and growth. As viewer demographics and expectations change, so too must the approach to character development and storytelling. The feedback about Finn's character may represent a larger shift in what today's audience values in their daytime entertainment, perhaps a move toward more nuanced portrayals that honor both the genre's traditions and contemporary sensibilities. Whatever the future holds for Finn and The Bold and the Beautiful, one thing remains certain: the passionate engagement of the show's audience continues to be one of its greatest strengths, ensuring that the conversation about character, plot, and production choices remains as dramatic as the stories unfolding on screen. Next, we will learn about the intriguing dynamics unfolding between three iconic characters in the long-running soap opera. The passionate entanglement of hearts, desires, and questionable decisions continues to captivate viewers worldwide as we delve into the latest developments. The self-centered nature of Ridge Forrester. Ridge Forrester has consistently demonstrated throughout the years that his primary affection is reserved for himself rather than any of the women who compete for his attention. His narcissistic tendencies have become a defining characteristic of his personality, making him perhaps the most self-absorbed character in the entire soap universe. Despite countless declarations of love from Brooke Logan, Ridge remains incapable of genuine commitment, preferring instead to oscillate between relationships that serve his ego. The pattern has become painfully predictable. Ridge enjoys the adoration and attention from multiple women while never fully investing emotionally in any single relationship. This psychological profile explains why he continually vacillates between Brooke and Taylor, creating an emotional pendulum that has swung back and forth for decades. His desire to have his cake and eat it too isn't merely a personality quirk but rather the fundamental essence of his character. Many viewers have expressed fatigue with Ridge's inability to make a definitive choice. The writers have explored every possible permutation of this love triangle, yet Ridge's core selfishness remains unchanged, suggesting that perhaps the character is incapable of genuine growth or emotional maturity. The future prospects for Brooke Logan. What lies ahead for Brooke Logan remains uncertain, though historical patterns suggest disappointment awaits. Even if her seduction strategy succeeds temporarily, securing a single intimate encounter with Ridge, this momentary victory would likely prove hollow. Ridge's demonstrated behavior pattern indicates any reconciliation would be fleeting rather than permanent. The psychological toll of this pursuit raises significant questions about Brooke's self-worth and emotional health. Her persistent chase of a man who has repeatedly demonstrated his unwillingness to commit exclusively to her suggests deeper issues that the character might benefit from addressing. Many loyal viewers have expressed hope that Brooke might eventually recognize her own value and pursue healthier relationship dynamics. The writers have occasionally hinted at potential character growth for Brooke, only to return to familiar patterns. This cyclical storytelling has frustrated some long-term fans who wish to see genuine evolution in these established characters rather than repetitive scenarios that merely rehash decades-old conflicts with minimal variation or meaningful resolution. The exhausted love triangle dynamic. This particular romantic configuration involving Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor has been explored extensively throughout the show's history. The repetitive nature of this storyline has become increasingly apparent to viewers, with many feeling the narrative has exhausted its dramatic potential. Everyone seems to recognize this reality except Brooke herself, who remains trapped in patterns established decades ago. The writer's reliance on this familiar dynamic suggests a reluctance to fundamentally alter the show's established character relationships. While soap operas traditionally thrive on prolonged conflicts and romantic entanglements, even the most devoted fans have expressed desire for fresh storytelling approaches that might allow these characters to evolve beyond their established patterns. Industry analysts have noted that this particular triangle has surpassed most others in longevity, raising questions about whether the show might benefit from allowing these characters to find resolution and explore new relationship dynamics that could inject fresh energy into the series. Taylor Hayes' awkward encounter. An uncomfortable situation is brewing as Taylor Hayes is poised to inadvertently interrupt Brooke during a private moment of lingerie selection. This encounter promises to create significant tension between the two romantic rivals, highlighting the ongoing competition for Ridge's affections in a particularly visceral manner. The scene's awkwardness will likely be compounded by the context. Brooke actively preparing to seduce Taylor's current partner. This moment encapsulates the uncomfortable reality of their decades-long rivalry and the lengths to which Brooke appears willing to go in her pursuit of reclaiming Ridge's attention and affection. What makes this situation particularly noteworthy is that despite the obvious discomfort, Brooke appears unlikely to recognize how her actions might be perceived as self-diminishing. Her single-minded focus on winning Ridge back has apparently blinded her to considerations of personal dignity or the potential psychological consequences of reducing herself to sexual manipulation as a primary strategy. Brooke's desperate seduction strategy. Having apparently exhausted all other approaches in her quest to reclaim Ridge's affection, Brooke has resorted to using physical attraction as her primary tactic. This strategy reveals both desperation and a concerning willingness to objectify herself in pursuit of a relationship that has repeatedly proven unstable. The selection of lingerie specifically designed to entice Ridge represents a calculated attempt to leverage physical intimacy as a means of emotional manipulation. This approach suggests a troubling perspective on relationships, implying that sexual attraction might supersede the fundamental incompatibilities and trust issues that have repeatedly undermined their previous attempts at lasting partnership. Mental health professionals observing such behavior patterns might express concern about the underlying self-esteem issues this strategy suggests. Reducing oneself to physical appeal as a primary means of securing affection often indicates deeper emotional wounds that merit addressing through more constructive approaches than pursuing a partner who has demonstrated consistent emotional unavailability.